There's something special about a romance movie that transports you somewhere completely different. A new country, a new city, a new culture, different accents, different architecture, different energy. When a romance takes us abroad, it's an adventure. We're not just watching two people fall in love, we're exploring the unknown and seeing it through their eyes. And sometimes, these films genuinely make us want to book a flight. Or at the very least, add the country to our travel list. Hello and welcome to Just a Little Romance. In this video, we're looking at the 5 countries romance movies make us want to visit. Let's get into it. Kicking off this list is Australia. Surprisingly, a lot of romance movies aren't set in the main cities like Sydney or Melbourne. And I say this as someone who recently travelled there. Sydney is stunning. Shows like Dance Academy give you a glimpse, but honestly, they don't do it justice. Instead, romance films focus on the rugged outback, wide open landscapes, farms, dusty horizons. Films like Australia, The Dressmaker, and A Perfect Pairing lean into connecting with nature and enjoying the simple pleasures. And of course, they love throwing in snakes to build tensions between the characters. But stereotypes aside, the natural beauty really shines through. It's worth the 20+ hour flights. Next up is France, which had to be on the list. Paris is literally called the City of Love. It's the food, the fashion, and the feeling. Films like Ratatouille tie romance and French cuisine together perfectly, while Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris, and even moments in The Devil Wears Prada or Sabrina highlight the fashion side. The Eiffel Tower, cobble streets, and the accent, everything about Paris just screams romance. But I can't lie, even though it's so close, I've never been. I always assume I'll go one day, but the mixed reviews have me a little hesitant. I kind of want to keep the dream version of Paris alive. And of course we have England on the list, specifically London. If you can't tell by my accent, London is home, so yes, I'm biased. But the movies back me up here. Take Love Actually, a British Christmas classic that captures multiple love stories across London during the most magical time of the year. Or Notting Hill, where the city feels like a character in itself. When it comes to London, it's the history, the grand buildings, the royalty. Films like What a Girl Wants love a good montage. Tower Bridge, Buckingham Palace, Big Ben.
This is London, baby.
But movies also highlight diversity in culture. You see it in films like Bend It Like Beckham or Rye Lane. It's a true melting pot. And then there's the historical side. Pride and Prejudice, Sense and Sensibility, The Young Victoria, even Bridgerton, all give us a window into London's past. Living here can desensitize you to it, but London really is that city. It's a must-see. Italy is one of those countries where every city feels like a romance movie waiting to happen. And what's impressive is how many different locations get showcased. Eat, Pray, Love shows us how to eat our way through Rome and Naples. Letters to Juliet gives us the vineyards and scenic streets of Tuscany and Verona. The Tourist brings us the canals and quiet beauty of Venice. Then you've got When in Rome, Under the Tuscan Sun, Love in the Villa, and of course, Romeo and Juliet. Italy in romance films is all about beauty, food, history, and passion. And let's be honest, no one loves Italy more than Hallmark. If you ever want a quick escape, just put one of those on. And first place has to go to the US. No surprise since most well-known romance movies are filmed there. But what makes it stand out is the variety of locations. First up, Hawaii. Thanks to films like 50 First Dates and Just Go With It, Hawaii seems like pure paradise. Beaches, waterfalls, tropical weather. It's the definition of a honeymoon destination. Even growing up watching Lilo and Stitch, it always had a warm, inviting feel. And then New York. Through romance movies, it feels like you can see every element of the city. Sleepless in Seattle for the Empire State Building, Serendipity for ice skating in Central Park, Breakfast at Tiffany's for the city's timelessness, Made in Manhattan for the fairy tale. New York just feels like possibility, like anything could happen. Romance movies have this way of turning cities into characters. They make us want to explore somewhere new, and sometimes they even push destinations higher up our travel bucket list. So tell me, which country or city has a romance movie made you want to visit? Which one did I miss? And if you made it to the end, you might as well like and subscribe. Bye!